Welcome back to Newcrest. We're on the final part of the veterinary clinic today, and I do believe I see a vampire behind that lamppost. Hopefully he won't burn up. That would be very inconvenient to my introduction. Anyway, if you don't mind, please subscribe if you haven't already. We are so close to 100 subscribers. Are you kidding me right now? Please also leave me a like and a comment if you don't mind. Let's go ahead and meet in just a bit in build mode. So we're going to be working on the office area, the little surgical area, clinical area, I don't know what you would call this or consider this, and the backyard, which is like going to be the training area. So I, of course, have everything pulled out. This one might be slightly longer today. I'm not exactly sure because we have a little bit more to furnish today. But how are we doing today? I hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, before I do any of that, I need to make sure that my deletion protection is on because all of this grocery store stuff could disappear. We sure don't want that. So in the office, I'm going to go ahead and use the same carpet that I used in this kind of like other reception area, just to give it a little bit more comfort and kind of personality, I guess. Instead of it being so clinical, it's a little bit more comfortable. I'm also going ahead and using the same like border, or I guess this is wainscoting. I don't know what I'm talking about, border, that I'm using everywhere, but I'm going to be using this in the darker, like navy, I guess. Is that navy? Or is it, it's hard to tell. Is it navy or is it like gray? Either way, it looks blue to me. I just feel like that's a little bit easier on the eyes than having it be this kind of like light blue. Because if you're in an office, you probably are going to be working some late hours sometimes, and that can be hard on the eyes. But I am going ahead and using the Dream Home Decorator desk, the high school years, well, one of the high school years office chairs, and just a couple of knickknacks with it. So I want to put, I have like a couple of things here that I want to put here. Actually, gonna move that. I want to move this. This is the university, I believe, desk lamp. There we go. And I want to put that guy here, but you'll see. Use a little. You'll see how we're doing it. So yeah, this week, I'm glad that you're back because I took a whole week off last week. Technically, I'm pre-filming this 2 weeks ahead, so it's like Inception for me because it's like I already had a week off, but I haven't had a week off yet. So I hope you guys are okay. I hope you guys didn't forget about me. I'm going to go ahead and use this as well on the back here. I just thought that was kind of moody and nice. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to take a week off, and I'm sorry I didn't have anything out. If I didn't have anything out, which I don't think I did because I'm not planning to. Oop, that's the wrong one. For the week of my birthday, but I just wanted to have some time. And I didn't want to overstress myself like the 2 weeks prior by over filming. So I was just like, let me take it easy a little bit. So I'm going ahead and using these two bookshelves from Book Nook Kit. I've put this lamp from, is it for rent? Oh, now I'm confused. I thought I had it all down. Yeah, for rent. I've already put that with the tool mod, so I didn't really want to deal with that, like removing it or anything. But I do think I would like to maybe make this slightly taller because we have such a tall height of ceiling in here. I think that would be fine. And then I thought, because they're probably going to have some kind of not reception, but like talking in here, maybe just putting an armchair, because sometimes the vet would probably need to talk to pet parents or whatever to negotiate surgical strategies or what's going on with their pet. So I'm putting this armchair. This is from the Paranormal Stuff pack. Again, I absolutely love this chair. It looks so velvety and plushy to me. Like they have some kind of craps. I mean, not crap. I shouldn't be that harsh. They're actually good for what you need them for, but they have some like very kind of like out there prints. But then we do have like some very nice kind of deep jewel tones and nice pinks and neutrals in this very suede-y, beautiful texture. Like, it is so bizarre to me, or well, I guess it's a good thing, but how nice these textures are now compared to like base game. So it's funny, like, using something base game with some of these like newer items, and it's so out there. I'm also going to be putting one of these guys under the chair for the desk. You know me, I gotta have that realism. And I do believe they will be able to use this. Now, I would imagine if you're going to be using this as an actual vet's clinic, of course they're not really going to be using this. I mean, if you're controlling the vet clinic yourself, like if you're running it, maybe you can have your sim use this stuff, but they're not really going to be using this. Is more set dressing stuff anyway. So, you know, if you're just bringing your pet here, this won't even be used, except for it's going to be some like rando townie probably using it. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But if you need to jiggle that around, you can a bit. I will play test this, but I was able to place this before without move objects, or yeah, without move objects cheat on, so it should be fine. And in here I also want to put some diplomas and certification stuff. I just think it's nice to have that if you have any kind of official situation going on. It's nice to have like, what are your credentials? And yeah, we've got a lot of those. And then I also have these well, I have them in the examination room, these little charts, just to have some extra clutter, but also I feel like it is more practical because if you're telling like a pet owner about certain things about their pet's bodies or what's going on with them, it is nice to have some kind of like diagram of some kind. So that is what that is about. And then the last thing I think I had in here, yeah, is just again one of these little chart boxes by the door. I have these nearly every door because I just feel like it would be nice to have different files and things like that on whomever they're working on. So that is the office done. It's very simplistic, and I think I might add another light in here actually because it's a bit dark. Well, I don't want it to be so bright either. I think I'll just move that light so it's a little bit less. Because I was thinking, like, if you're working, like I said, late at night in here, you don't want like this giant light blaring down on you. And you probably want the option to turn this off and just have like your office desk lamp there on. The eye strain. And we have also this lamp too. So I think that's enough. Maybe I'll put something behind here, like a mirror, because it does look just a little bit empty. I don't want it to be too cluttered-y. I still want it to look like official and nice and like business-like, but I do want a little something besides just like nothing. Empty wall there. So let's take a look. I don't know why, but I feel like this mirror actually works here. It just gives it something. I don't know. It's the right size. It's the right height. I think that's fine. It's like similar wood colors. So I'm going to leave that there and just kind of call the office a day. So then in the surgical room, what I've got, I'm just using the same flooring that I've been using all throughout, just like in case there's any kind of thing like mess to clean up and so on. And I'm going to be using this wall. I believe it's from Spa Day. Yeah, this one. I just thought that looked really nice. I think there's like a bluer one, but I didn't like how dark that was. And then we've got that one, which is a bit darker than I would want. Well, maybe we'll do that one. I kind of like that one a little bit better. Yeah, okay. Choice has been made. And I already had these in here. These are play tested. They do work where they are, so I don't want to move them at all. And by those, I have some of these non-slip mats. I just thought that would be nice for whomever may be working on that or those things. So I'm putting those here. Now I do have this, which is, you know, it's from Get to Work, but it's one of these like medical lamps. I also have this in the doctor's clinic office thing. So I'm putting that over here, just like it's maybe being stored for the time being and not used. I think you can turn it off. I'm not sure, but what in gameplay, let me see. Yeah, you can turn it off, so that's a good thing. So you don't have to have it on, but I just wanted it for decoration more than anything else. Hopefully it won't interfere with this machine. If it does, I'll figure it out or I'll move it someplace else. But I thought that was kind of a nice touch. And then I also wanted to put this little cart thing over. I think I think I mispronounced this last time that we were talking about this. But yeah, we're putting one of these guys over here again. And I'm doing it instead of in the blue and white, because over here we have it in the blue and white. I'm using it in just the white swatch. And I also, when I got this again, I was like, is this bread rolls or eggs or potatoes? Like, what is in there? What is that supposed to be? I don't know. It's a snack for the doctor, I guess. Maybe it's supposed to be treats. I don't know, but it's real weird. I don't really understand it, but okay. And behind there, I really wanted to put some more little cabinets and stuff, just because you are always going to need things like this in a doctor's office or any kind of medical situation. So I've got one with a sink. I've got some little like medical goodies on there, like cotton swabs and things like that. And I guess like graham crackers. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe those are supposed to be bandages. Looks like graham crackers. Have some s'mores in the clinic. And I've got some little pet treats on the end piece here. And I got the other end piece just this way. Whoops, I went too far. And I wanted to put in this little soap looking dispenser deal on the edge of the sink too. Yep, I think that's fine. It is cutting in slightly to the sink. I really don't care that much. Let's change it to the white, I guess. That's fine. And then above there, I do have some little cabinets that I wanted to put. I just have like 3 of these because, okay, where am I? There I am. I just have 3 of these because there aren't any pieces, like I said last time, that have no dishes, like in pieces. So that's all I'm doing. I don't really imagine you would need more than this anyway in a clinical setting necessarily, you know. And then last but not least in this room, oh, there's 2 things. I've got these posters just because, and I'm putting them kind of next to the medicine making station just to give it a little something because it's a little bit bare in here, and I just thought that would be kind of a nice thing to put. I didn't want to put any windows or anything in the clinical part of it or like the surgical part of it. Just thought that would be kind of weird to do that. But I also am putting a file box by here in this room, and I think that is done. I think that's pretty good. So that's there. Very sterile looking, very official. So there you go. And then out here, we are completely switching gears because we are going to be landscaping and doing the most. So I have this cats and dogs, like dogwood looking tree. I don't know what they're calling it. Some kind of like flowering tree. And this tree is my OG favorite tree. I use this so much in my grandma and grandpa house builds and stuff back, you know, when I first started this channel. Yep. And I have a feeling I have to try using this again. I think I'm going to use all flowers on that one. I kind of like this one too, but I think I'm going to use all flowers on that. And back here, I really wanted to do let me actually move objects off. I really wanted to do some kind of little training area for like dogs and stuff. And because I don't really ever utilize that or do anything with that, especially when I'm building for my channel. So I think I'm going to start it off here. And well, let me actually put these out first or get these out of the way at least. Because I have a ton of landscaping that I'm like hiding everything with. There we go. All right. So what if we did it? So I think the way that they'll go is the way that our arrows are. So they'll start over here. Maybe we'll have them like go into the little hole. And let me actually turn on the grid here. And then we'll go to the medium-sized jump. I have no idea about any kind of dog training in real life. So people who do, please don't please don't get mad at me. I don't know what I'm doing. This is just my interpretation of what I would think. I have like watched like Krups and this and that on YouTube. I really, really like watching that stuff, but I don't know the first thing about it. And then we're going to end with this guy. What is this called? The canes or whatever? Poles, weaving poles. I have no idea. Like I said, I have no idea. But yeah, that's what they're gonna go zoop and down and then through there, and it progressively gets well, I guess it's not higher. I thought that was the medium one. That's the highest one. It's gonna go from small to tall to medium and then right through the weaving poles, you know. I'm sorry, you could change it. If you download this, you can change it if you want to. Okay, grid off. Move objects back on because I've got to landscape this. And I just wanted to do something that was a little bit simplistic, but still kind of nice. I mean, it is like a little area where we're going to have our dogs pooping and, you know, whatever. So it can't be too fancy, but I wanted it to be kind of nice and serene and pleasant back here. I just want to make sure it's not poking through. There we go. And then I had some of these guys over here. These are like the debug stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They're just whatever. But this is the lavender, and then this bush I use all the time. I'm deciding to use it in this lighter swatch than the darker one. Just kind of matches the grass and kind of gives it a nice, bright, playful situation, I think. And then I've got these. These are the Black-Eyed Susans. So I think I'm just going to be putting these in a ring. And if you haven't heard about my love for Black-Eyed Susans in real life, welcome to the talk about it, because I absolutely love these flowers in real life. And I want a whole garden of them, just a big, beautiful, bushy, like pot of them in my yard, please. And I think I might do that next year. They are just so gorgeous. So then in the middle, I'm putting in these. I think these are also debugs. Yeah, these wildflowers. I just thought this looks like not too fussy, kind of wild, but also just kind of like nice and whatever. So I'm just pretending like those are kind of growing up a little bit onto the foundation. And yeah, I think that is all that I wanted to do. Let's kind of put these a certain way. Yep, so I think that is it. And then the last thing I want to do, I want to put some kind of flooring here. So let's try to find something. Honestly, I think this will be good. I like this base game Rockstone pavers. It's fine. It's as good as anything else. Then I think I need to use that here. Yeah, there we go. So I think with that, we are all done, other than I want to add some terrain paint. So let me do that really quick, and then we will do a little tour of the entire vet's office. So I'll be right back. All right, so we have come to the conclusion of this build, and it has been a long time coming. We have the doctor's office, we have the vet clinic, and we have the shopping, well, food shopping market, grocery store. So let's go through the veterinary clinic together and we will have a little look at what we have accomplished. Okay, so when you first walk in, we have this reception area, coffee, and like where you can sign in and all of that. Also, we have little places to sit, places for your pets to eat if they need to while you're waiting, and the reception desk to check in. And on this side, you know, more seating. We have all like the little fridge where you can get the little vet treats and so on and so forth. And then going into the actual reception area, and we've got some filing cabinets, lots of office things, and here's this side as well. So yeah, very nice, very clinic-like, veterinary clinic-like. And then we'll head on into the hallway, and here we are. It's just a little place where your pets can, well, your cats can go potty. You'll see that in a little bit. A cat tree and a place to put your pet carriers. Here's this angle of it. And then, of course, we have the little litter box for your kitties. This is the laser one, so you won't have to like actually scoop with the poopa or anything like that. Across from the hall, we have the human litter box, aka just a little toilet area, just a little box. And it serves the function and the job. Oh yeah, okay, good. I was like, did I not put a toilet roll? I did. Awesome. So back out into the hall, we're gonna go right into the examination room. And I did brighten this up a little bit. I put some extra lighting just because I figured you would need something like that. This is an examination room, so it's nice to be able to see what's going on in here. And then there's that side of the room. And we're going to go ahead and go into the office. And there you go. This one is a little bit more moody, a little bit easier on the eyes than the examination room. And I like the art back there. I think that's quite nice. So we'll go and look at the other side. And there is the other side of it as well. I like that. I think that's cozy. And if I had to spend some late nights working on whatever thing, report, I don't know, I think this would be cozy enough. All right. And then we're going to go into the surgery room, which I probably should put like the surgery sign out here, which I probably will before I upload this to the gallery. So when you first walk in, this is what you will see. And I don't know why that's like that. I'm gonna have to fix that ceiling. This, like the ceilings on The Sims 4, I'm very confused by them and bamboozled. And then here's the other side. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit because it's kind of hard to see. But this should be everything that you need for your vet clinic. So the last thing we're going to do is we're going to head back through the examination room, into the hall, and out the back to the training area / potty for dogs. So yeah, it's pretty simplistic, and I'm gonna have to play test this because I've only used the training stuff like less than a handful of times. So I'm gonna have to see if they can actually complete this or not, and if they can't, I'm gonna have to set it up so that they can. But I think it's cute. I think it's visually very cute. So that's the other side of the little garden area. I didn't want to put any windows on like the clinical part of it because I think that's kind of not great. So the only place back here that actually has windows is like the doctor's office. So I thought that was okay. You know, it's a little bit more private out here, and I'm sure the dogs get to yip yapping when they're out here because they get excited when they train. So in real life, it would be nice just to have a little bit less, a little bit less yip yapping when you're trying to do some work. So, you know, maybe it's a dog-friendly doctor who understands that is like taking up residence, or not taking up residence, but like doing his practice in there. So yeah, but that is it. Did you guys enjoy this? I really thought this was kind of a fun project to do. I don't know how many of these types of things I'm going to be doing, but I thought this was really fun to kind of break it down, make some speed builds, kind of do some set dressing, and maybe this will kind of put me in the motivation to do these things every now and then. But I think it was really fun to have a hybrid of like, okay, break it up into speed builds and then also do some chatty builds with one particular, you know, part of it. So let me know what you think. This will be available in the gallery today. There is no custom content on this. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm gonna see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow. Bye.